Yeah, Florida's so-called favorite grocery store. Yeah, it's getting blasted by its customers because its meat prices are completely out of whack.
Sydney, Australia literally just became the least affordable city in the world.
Local pack and save is currently $21 a kilo, which I don't think is terrible. However, lamb mince from my new local, Coles, and it's not even the cheapest supermarket, is $14 a kilo.
Why is it I'm picking up groceries at our local Wally World, and it's spent like $250, something like that.
I sent TikTok into overdrive when I said that my shopping only costs me about $220 a week.
$4.06. Coconut yogurt, $8.50.
Prices have gone up. Aldi $4.99. One of these.
A trip to the grocery store in Australia used to be routine. Now, for many people, it feels like a moment of anxiety. You walk in with a list, a rough budget in mind, and the hope that things haven't gone up again. But by the time you reach the checkout, that hope often disappears. The total is higher, the bags feel lighter, and the same question keeps coming up. Why is food so expensive now? Across the country, people are noticing the same pattern. They're buying the same basic items, shopping at the same stores, and still paying significantly more than they did just a year ago. Milk, bread, vegetables, fruit, meat, everyday essentials that no household can avoid, have all seen steady price increases. Many shoppers are now comparing receipts, taking photos of their grocery bills and sharing them with friends just to make sense of the rising costs. For families, this means harder choices. For students and single-income households, it means skipping items entirely. Even those with stable jobs are feeling the pressure as grocery prices rise alongside rent, fuel, electricity, and other living costs. Food, something that should feel simple and reliable, has become another source of financial stress.
Prices have gone up. Aldi $4.99. One of these. $1,559 per kilo. Must be some gold capsicums. Why is it I'm picking up groceries at our local Wally World, and it's spent like $250, something like that, and that's gonna last us like 3 or 4 days. Like legit. 350 is what I usually spend a week, and that's by the end of the week there's nothing left. Like everybody has eaten everything that I've bought. These grocery prices are
I've just moved from Auckland to Sydney, obviously for grocery prices. Let's look at this. Lamb mince from my local pack and save is currently $21 a kilo, which I don't think is terrible. However, lamb mince from my new local, Coles, and it's not even the cheapest supermarket, is $14 a kilo. That's only just one example of the multiple products that are far cheaper in Australia than New Zealand. And honestly, on average at the moment, we're saving about $50 on our grocery bill per week, and we're not skimping on anything. And not everything is cheaper here. There are a lot of things that are very similar. There are a few things that I've seen that are actually a bit more expensive, but ultimately, I'm saving $50 a week. That's decent.
I'm an European living in Australia, and today you are doing groceries with me to see if it's more expensive or cheaper. One avocado, $1. $4 per kilo of bananas. Wagyu beef, $24 per kilo, or 500 grams, $12. These 2 liters of milk, it's $3.10. Is it expensive? Is it cheap? What do you think? 8 fillets of salmon, $28. When we want to eat some pizzas, we go outside, but here you can find a pizza for $6.
This is what a $100 food shop looks like in Australia. Bananas, $4.06. Coconut yogurt, $8.50. Moving on. Mushrooms, $4. Red onions, $3.10. And whoever told me to stop buying the packaged Majul dates and get them separate instead, I love you. These were $3.28 instead of $15 or however much it was I paid last time. Doing God's work. Feta, $3.50. Tomatoes, $3.90. Avocado, $2.90. A giant cottage cheese, $5.70. Eggs, $6.10. High protein wraps, $4.40. I usually only eat burger for dinner. Not great, but I'm trying to change my ways. So tonight I'm going to try fajitas. So watch this space. And obviously you can't have fajitas without Cajun seasoning. $7.50. The best veggie burgers in the whole world. If you know, you know. $10. Blueberries, $6.50. Tofu, $2.30. So cheap. English muffins, $3. Cucumber, $1.20. Some pink scrubby things, $6.95. And razors for $6.20. Taking the total to $93.09.
I've just spent $60 in Woolies, so let me show you what I got. I got the viral hot cross buns, beef pie from Woolies. This was $3. Water, paracetamol. Everyone needs now. Why is paracetamol like that? These chicken noodles, but look how good the packaging is. My favourite noodles are now in a pot form. MCO Beauty Salicylic Cleanser. I got a bunch of these like veggie crisps, avocado chips, broccoli puffs, cauliflower puffs, and almond chips. What the fuck? Bug spray, this, essential.
When I tell people I once spent $700 in 2 weeks at the supermarkets, which consisted of 15 individual trips, they think I'm crazy. They say things like, "Oh my god, I can't believe you're so bad with money. Oh my god, you must lack self-control." However, while I agree that both the amount and the number of trips is insane and obscene, what is 1,000% more shocking than both of those things is how easy it was to do. Because if you had asked me before I had tracked it, I would have told you I probably spent $400 and went to the shops 4 or 5 times. Because top-up shops are insidious. They are sneaky. They just jump out at you. And whilst I am much, much better now, top-up shops are still my kryptonite. So before you judge me, and before you judge this commenter, make sure that you've actually checked. Because the first time I actually checked how many times we went to the supermarket, it was the biggest wake-up call of my life.
We got breaking news. It was just announced that the average family of 4 is spending over $1,000 per month on groceries. But that's not even the craziest part, because there's something that's going to make food prices go up even higher. What you have to understand is tariffs and inflation are increasing prices of food, but there are also massive labor shortages and weather issues across the globe, causing prices to go up 5 to 6% every few months. That's why meat, eggs, and other consumer staples are becoming so expensive and borderline unaffordable. Now, inflation is stabilizing for other parts of the economy. Housing and electronics are both seeing under a 2.5% growth in inflation this year, but groceries are expected to inflate 3% for the next 2 years. In fact, analysts are expecting food prices to go up 4 to 7% in 2026 alone, and it's because of these 2 reasons. One, more tariffs. The president said that he might pass more tariffs on different countries, which would cause more expensive grocery prices. The second is the deportations. As much as we like to admit it or not, it's going to cause labor prices to go up, and we're already feeling it in our economy. Because of all this, it's become more popular to shop in bulk, like Costco and Sam's Club. But let me know in the comment section, are you feeling this spike of groceries? And let me know your story. How is it affecting you? For more news that makes you money, give me a follow.
I am back from Harris Farm after my first fruit and veg shop back in Australia, and here is everything I bought and how much it cost. Like always, I'll haul everything and then I'll put the price at the end. So first up, I'm going to go through what I got from like the imperfect pick section, because I just think it's adorable. I got 3 little baby avocados. They're so small. So I got 3 lemons. These don't even look imperfect to me. Like that is a lovely lemon. Nice little eggplant and 3 pink lady apples. Again, I don't even know what's wrong with these. If anyone's from Australia and watching this knows what to do about the bag situation, can you let me know? Because I'm trying not to use these, but also they need to see that it's in the green bag to know it's from the imperfect section. So moving on, from inside Harris Farm, we have big bok choy. spring onions, lovely bunch of broccolini, kilo of carrots, 4 bananas, box of this like Italian mix that my mum really likes, massive bag of like hand-picked arugula or rocket, punnet of baby tomatoes, and cukes, which I just think are like the cutest little thing. They're like very mini baby cucumbers. It's like less fruit and veg, but I just found it and I really wanted it. Lentil chips, I'm obsessed. Don't hate it till you try it. We got 2 dips. We got the normal Harris Farm hummus and a hot salsa for said lentil chips or carrots. This is random, but in college I used to eat this a bit. It's like Malaysian peanut satay tofu, and I don't know what they put in the seasoning, but it's so good. Rip off and definitely just placebo. But I believe that these ginger shots like cure my immunity, so cure my immunity. Keep me immune.
So this is everything I got. Take a guess, take a guess, take a guess. So all of that came to 60 Australian dollars and 87 cents. Pause while I convert it into euros. Well, that's new. That's 40 euros and 83 cents.
Look, normally my fruteria hauls came to like 10 euros or something, but this is also a lot more produce, so I don't know.
Please, if you're Australian, let me know if you think that's expensive or cheap, and if I should be going to Coles and Woolies or if Harris Farm is the go, because that felt expensive.
How much are groceries in Sydney? I've just been to Woolworths and I'm going to show you what I got. Now this bag cost $41, or should I say inside the bag. Let's have a look. So first thing we've got 2 broccolis. Right, I'll put them on the dashboard. This is 6 4/4 chops lamb. So this is going to do me for over 2 days. This chocolate, it's a little bit fancy. This was about $6. And what's that? 12 eggs, free range eggs. And the last thing, a pig ear for you. Do you want this pig ear? Oh yeah, you like that, don't you? $41.
I sent TikTok into overdrive when I said that my shopping only costs me about $220 a week. So all this was $180. Granted, we didn't need apples, strawberries, because I've got some in the fridge, and we cook most stuff from scratch, so we only got all the spices here, so like I didn't really need jars or anything like that. But we've got 6 days worth of meat. So I've got mincemeat for homemade burgers. I've already got eggs here, 2 lots of pork, so 1 lot will be for just like some pork and chips, and the other lot I reckon was for, I can't remember, I'll get back to it. Chicken for a chicken carbonara, beef curry, it was pork stir fry, and then I'm going to do a chicken pie. I've already got pastry here. We've got bread, ham, cheese, rice, spaghetti for the carbonara, whatever this thing's called. Even got some treats for the dogs, pizzas for the kids, chips, frozen veg, frozen stir fry veg. This is for the carbonara. I've even got, like, this was $5. Like, you just can't, it's insane how cheap it is here. My 2 lots of milks, kitchen roll and toilet roll. And then we've also got snacks for the kids, like 20 pack of crisps. It's half term, so they're snacking all the time. I know it's not healthy, but I just want a quiet life. Some chocolate chip cookies, crackers, sweeties. I'm not sure even what these are, but I thought they were $1 each, whatever. Some bananas and just more junk for the kids. So all of this was $180. Tell me how you cannot do your shop for $220. I just don't understand. This will last us a week. And just because TikTok loves to question me, here is my receipt from Woolies from today, $180 for our weekly shop. How much does a week's food shop in Australia actually cost?
Pasta is like $1. Tin tomatoes, like $1. Wraps, I think they cost like a couple of dollars. Chicken, 4 chicken breasts. In Australia they weigh it all, and they it depends on how much it weighs. So this costs $15 for 4 big chicken breasts. Sourdough loaf, this costs like $3.50. Put it in the fridge. Big milk, $3, something like that. This lasts ages, obviously. Chicken stock, like $2. Big bag of onions was about $3. Tomatoes, $2.50. Eggs are about $7 or $8. It just kind of depends, but you can get them sometimes at the market, they're cheaper. 3 kilos of potatoes. It's like $6. Big pack of beefins, again, any meat they weigh. So this costs, it's almost 2 kilos, and it costs $11.89. And that should feed us for at least a week really, a few top-ups of like bread, milk and stuff like that. But that's the main stuff.
There are a lot of ways to get ripped off in Florida. I mean, a lot. But nothing makes me more upset than what they do over at Publix. Yeah, Florida's so-called favorite grocery store. Yeah, it's getting blasted by its customers because its meat prices are completely out of whack. Yeah, I mean, to buy a 1 or 2 pound steak, they're talking about $60, $70, $80, $90. And finally, the people in Florida are waking up to the fact that Publix has the largest presence of any grocery store chain in the country. They have like over 900 stores. And it seems like it's their job to do everything they can to rip off the public as much as possible. At least it seems that way, because when you compare shopping prices, when you compare going to Publix to any other grocery store, yeah, Publix is way more expensive. I mean, not by a few percentage points. I mean, it's a lot more expensive. Yes, Publix has been ripping off Florida for decades now, and they keep doing it, and they keep raising their prices. And the thing that just cracks me up, people in Florida keep going. Yeah, they keep going to Publix. So they just keep raising their prices higher and higher and higher, and who knows when it will stop. Like and follow for more.
Sydney, Australia literally just became the least affordable city in the world. Are we being so for real right now? This literally means you just can't buy shit. Like, imagine not being able to afford shit. Real talk. This is Sydney, Australia. It's like the worst type of living. And on top of that too, the internet is shit too. So why do we have shit internet and it's so expensive to live here? Are we gonna lift this weight off our shoulders or something? Like, what's going on? And let's not even start talking about houses, because bruh, why is it that you could live so far away from the city, away from all public transports like trains and buses, and your house is still $1 million and up? What are we talking about, Sydney? Yo, this place is unlivable. I remember I pulled up to a smoke shop in Manly, and these folks were selling aloe veras for $2.50. The 250 milliliters, just drink. That little drink right here. They're selling that for $2.50. I haven't seen them motherfuckers for $2.50 in my entire life. Yo, they're usually $4.50. Like, what the fuck? Yo, somebody sign me up for another city, bro. Because what the fuck do you mean it's just expensive as fuck to live here, bro? You can't be serious, bro. Come on now.
Come to the supermarket with me in Perth, Australia, and I'm going to Woolworths. I'm gonna show you what I get and how much to spend. I've barely been eating any fruit, so I think I'm gonna get some strawberries, and these are $4.50. I think I'm gonna get a few oranges, and these are $2.90 per kilogram. I think I'm gonna get some of these cauliflower blossoms, and this is $3.50 each. I'm trying to think in advance what I would eat, because it's obviously just me, so I need to be like mindful of what I'm buying, and I am meeting people right now, and I am going out quite a fair bit for food and stuff. Oh my god, look at this broccoli! Look how cute that is. So I do need to think in advance of what I'm gonna cook. Right, let's get some kiwis as well. These are $10.50 per kilogram. Just clocked, I need to weigh and pack all the fruit myself. So, right, we have to get this bag and then we have to weigh it there. I'm glad I noticed that. I just had to ask an Australian lady for help because I wasn't really sure if I was meant to print anything out myself and like label it, and she like talked me through it and everything, so I'm like really grateful she did that because I was really lost for a second. And then I think I'm gonna go for these baby white potatoes for $4.50. I'm then gonna get this beef mince for $9. I think I'm gonna try this prosciutto as well for $6. Also, bear in mind, I saw this, like, I don't want to go, there's too many people that I'm shy. Actually, I said I was going to record in public, I'm going to go. There was this massive steak there, which cost, how much was it? $16, which comes out to, what, like £8, which is insane. And it's like such a thick cut. Like, let me show you, look, I found it. $18 for this massive thick cut, which comes down to £9, which is really decent even compared to our standards, because for such a thick steak you'd be paying so much more. I'm then going to pick up this parmesan for, which one is it, Thomas Duck's Grand, I think it might be that one, $9.10. or it's $12.50. Wait, no. Let's go for the cheaper option. No, is that the same? What am I picking up? But what is that? Oh, I don't know what I picked up. I'm not really sure. Just noticed that eggs are refrigerated here. I've never seen that before. I get the last pack of organic free-range eggs. Oh god, I haven't even flipped it. I've not flipped it. $7.65. I'm also gonna grab this Nivea deodorant, and then I'm also gonna grab a water, which is literally 80 cents for a massive. All of that has literally come up to $53.80.
Okay, since you guys loved the grocery video so much last week, we're back again, okay? But I'm going to do some disclaimers this time because some people got a little bit annoyed about the fact that, you know, we get paid more in Australia, you know, so it's all relative. And I know that, I definitely get paid way more in Australia than I do in England, and the prices are relative. So I'm going to put a disclaimer there that you have to bear in mind when I'm telling you these prices too. We do earn a fair bit more sometimes than you do in England, so just bear that in mind, okay? Because I don't want people getting angry. Okay, I'm trying to help you if you're moving here. I'm not trying to do anything bad. Chit chat, okay? Let's cut to the chase. Let's go. Okay, starting off, we've got 500 grams of chicken breast diced fillets for $8.50. So in my head, that's around like £4.50. Look, I have no clue if that's good or not. I don't know what it's like in the UK right now, but if you're moving to Oz, it's around $8.50 for those. Next, we've got 850 grams of mini mandarins from Coles, and these were $2.50, which I think is really good. That's like £1.30 something, I guess. There's so many in here, so that's good. Next up, we've got some cow's milk. We've got 1 litre of light milk. Yes, I moved back to cow's milk. We'll talk about it another time. But this was $1.60, which I think is pretty much similar to the UK right now. I don't know. You tell me. I'm not there. I've got an avocado, which was $1.50. So, yeah, about 80 cents. And this pack of falafels was $5.50. Just got some canola oil for $3.95. So I'm guessing around £2 mark. Got the cheapest bag of pasta I could find, so 500 grams for 90 cents, which I think is super similar to England. Next up, we've got some carrots at $1.40, so probably around 75p from what I can remember. And I've got the toothpaste that we normally use. That was on special for $4. So again, just over £2, so probably pretty much the same. I don't know. Last but not least, it would not be a shop without Tim Tams, okay? And these were on special. They were $2.25, which that's really good. You know, it's only £1.20. They're like a penguin, by the way, for my UK people. They're really good. Anyway, yeah, that's it for today. But if you want to see more, I'm going to keep doing these. If you want to see, as long as the people want them, I'm going to give you what you want. So just let me know if you want to see another one. Lol.
Grocery haul as a 37-year-old full-time working mom of 3 boys who also moved her parents in with her. So we have groceries today from 3 different places. We got groceries from Sam's, Walmart, 4 places. Sam's, Walmart, Food Lion, and Piggly Wiggly. And I will tell you the totals for each at the end and then a grand total. So we got 2 containers of the 2-bite brownies. 2 of those because they'll be gone so quick. We got 1 big thing of Cinnamon Toast Crunch because we still had some left over from last trip. So we didn't need as much this time. We got a big box of the oatmeal cream pies. We got some tea. We got some cereal bars. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 big bags of fries. I got some conditioner, Q-tips, children's Tylenol, some cucumbers, some lettuce. There's that good old Louis bread from the Piggly Wiggly, some bananas. We got 6 blocks of the Monterey Jack cheese. We got a watermelon. We got 2 big things of mayonnaise because we be going through some mayonnaise. We got some grapes. We got some eggs. 2 things of the allergy medicine. Some deodorant for my dad. Some antacid for my mom. Lip gloss that my mom got. 2 blocks of the mozzarella cheese. 6 blocks of the mild cheddar cheese. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 Dr. Peppers. We got these subs for Bryson. He absolutely loves the Italian Hero subs at Walmart. We got 4 of these for him, so this should last him for quite a few days here. We got 1 Mountain Dew because we still have a few of those left, and Brantley is literally the only one that drinks them. We got a box of Fruit Loops. We got 1 bag of the purple Doritos. We got a thing of buttermilk, a big bag of sugar. We got 2 gallons of milk. We got a thing of nabs. We got the Fruit Loops with marshmallows. We got some Oreos. We got two packs of Capri Suns. We got 4 New York strips. And Bryson's already broke into his subs. I told y'all he loves them. We got 2 packs of ribeyes here. We got a thing of drumsticks here. We got 2 packs of pork chops. 32 pizzas.
32 pizzas.
So we got a tower of pizzas again for Brayden. I will cry. So we wiped them out. We took all they had. And then we got 10 packs of strawberry Kool-Aid. And we got 3 cases of water, but I'm not picking those up for y'all. So yeah, that was included in this. Oh, excuse me. We got 4 cases of water. And then we also ordered an 8-count box of deluxe mac and cheese online at Sam's and an 8-count box of Velveeta mac and cheese at Sam's. That's not here yet. It's going to be shipped here. Okay. All right, so I got all of our totals written down. So online at Sam's was $31.26. In store at Sam's was $81.56. Food Lion was $55.23. Walmart. So Walmart, we had one total. We did 2 separate orders at Walmart. One was $188.96 and one was $24.15. And then Piggly Wiggly was $95.52. And my mom has a total for me. So all of that together is $476.68 today. So a little bit less than last time, but the crazy thing is that we left a lot of stuff off of the list this time because we didn't run out. So I'm just imagining if we hadn't needed that, there's no telling what we would have spent today.
As we come to the end of this conversation, one thing is clear. Grocery prices in Australia are no longer just a small inconvenience. They've become a constant pressure in everyday life. What we've heard and seen isn't about overspending or poor choices. It's about people trying to buy the same basic food they always have and still being shocked at the checkout. That moment, when you look at the total and quietly rethink your budget, is something more and more Australians now share. Food is one expense that can't be postponed. Rent might come once a month, bills might be spread out, but groceries show up every single week. And when those costs rise steadily, the impact builds quietly but powerfully. People start making compromises, choosing cheaper options, skipping fresh items, buying less, or stretching meals longer than they should. Over time, these compromises affect health, energy, and overall quality of life. What's worrying is how quickly this situation has become normal. High grocery bills are now expected, joked about and brushed off with phrases like, "That's just how it is now." But when affordability disappears from essentials, accepting it as normal only hides the real damage being done. Rising food prices don't just strain wallets. They increase stress, anxiety, and insecurity, especially for families, students, and those living paycheck to paycheck. The ripple effects go far beyond the supermarket. When people spend more on food, they spend less elsewhere. Savings shrink, emergency funds disappear, local businesses feel the slowdown. Communities become quieter, not because people want less, but because they're forced to cut back just to keep up. This slow squeeze doesn't make headlines, but it reshapes everyday life. There's also a growing sense of confusion and frustration. People are questioning why prices keep rising while package sizes shrink, why discounts don't feel meaningful anymore, why shopping at different stores barely changes the total. When answers aren't clear, trust begins to erode, and people feel powerless in a system they don't control. But conversations like this matter. Sharing real grocery bills and personal experiences brings visibility to an issue that often gets reduced to statistics. It reminds everyone that behind every price increase is a household trying to adjust, a family recalculating, or someone quietly worrying about how far their money will stretch. Change doesn't happen overnight, but awareness is always the first step. Greater transparency, fair competition, and realistic support for rising living costs are essential if everyday expenses are going to become manageable again. At the same time, wages and support systems must reflect real-world prices, not outdated assumptions. It's also important to keep these conversations going, not just online, but in everyday discussions. When people speak openly, patterns become impossible to ignore. Shared experiences turn into collective pressure, and collective pressure is what drives long-term solutions. Australia is a country with strong resources and capacity. The challenge isn't whether improvement is possible, but whether it becomes a priority before the pressure becomes even heavier. Food should never feel like a luxury. It should be a basic, reliable part of life, not a weekly source of stress. Your experience is valid and your voice matters. Sharing it helps others feel seen and helps push this issue into the spotlight where it belongs. Because when something as basic as food becomes hard to afford, it's not just a personal problem, it's a national one.